G'day guys, James here with another end of season review. This time we'll look at Carlton, who finished 13th on the ladder this year with 7 wins and 15 losses. Same as Brisbane, same as the Western Bulldogs. Now Carlton, I just don't see the vision of Mick Malthouse with Carlton at the moment, and I'll move into that because I just can't see where they're going. They're just so hard to read at this stage in their history. So I'll start with their highlight. And it's Bryce Gibbs. I've got the stats here, if I just read them out. Leading tackles, leading disposals. He just doing everything, running through the midfield, being that player that we all knew he would be eventually. And he's held his head high for this team. So I really like the way he goes about it. And, that's all I can say about him. Everyone knows how good he is. So he's copping the tag every week. He's got some respect there. Alright, we'll move on to their low light, and sound like I'm flogging a dead horse here, but Dale Thomas. Now, we all know how he went to Carlton. Mick Malthouse went across, and Dale Thomas went across with him, and, huge backlash from the Collingwood fans, and Dale Thomas, was a good player, and he has shown glimpses of his brilliance, but he just hasn't performed. He hasn't been up to scratch, and what are you going to say about him? Just not good enough at the moment. I reckon he's still got a spot there, but he just needs to get back to his form, and he just hasn't been able to do that since he's been at Carlton. So wait another season to see how he goes, but then Carlton need to seriously start considering whether they need Dale Thomas in their future or not. Right, now for my Christmas bonus, going to Kade Simpson. Across that half-back line, he's playing that really, really well. Now, he's leading tackles, leading marks. Was he leading tackles? No, he's not leading tackles, sorry. He's just leading marks. But they're all the marks across the half-back line. So, that's the run and the flow that they needed. The rebound 50s, which Kade Simpson is doing really well. He could probably push up into the midfield and play an important role in there. But he knows himself that his position that he should be playing. And it's very similar, and I know, again, Swan supporter, so I'm running a Swans analogy here, but very similar to the Jared McVeigh style game around the marshalling the troops off the half-back line, which he's doing really well this season, so he gets my Christmas bonus. What they need to improve, if there is an improvement that they need next year, which there is, but I'm not sure that what I've said will actually help them too much, because I just don't see their vision or what they're going. They need, first and foremost, a full forward. And I have, again, the stats sitting next to me. Jared Waite kicks 29 goals in a season, and that's Carlton's leading goal kicker. Lockie Henderson chips in with 28, and Troy Menzel, a small forward, kicking 26. Full forward should kick more than 29 goals a year. Even if you're out with suspension or out with injury, you need someone up there that can kick goals. And you look at Hawthorn, for instance, they've got 3 players that kicking over 50, when Carlton have no players kicking over 30. That's just nowhere near good enough. So they need a full forward. And Jared Waite could be a brilliant centre-half forward if you could, be disciplined enough to do it. And Lockie Henderson's moved forward from the back line. He's doing alright. And he's kicking goals. But again, still not that menacing full forward figure that you think of when you think of a full forward. So that's one thing they need. The other thing they need is a big-bodied backman. So they've got these backmen that are playing okay footy. This is in Kade Simpson, for example. But Kade Simpson can't play on a Jared Ruffhead or a Buddy Franklin. They need someone that is good enough to stop these key forwards, which they don't really have. They're letting in scores because they just can't stop the big forwards. So they need someone that can go down there, and even if it's a smaller backman, they can man up with these big guys, because that's Carlton. That's what they're missing majorly at the moment, especially with Lockie Henderson moving forward. It's left a gaping hole in that back line. So that's what they need. Where I see them going next year, it's a bit grim, in my opinion, for Carlton, because I just can't read them. They're just that hard to read. They've got no media this year because they've just been poor. You see, when Carlton go well, they get a ton of media. When they go bad, they get no media. So I see them dropping off, going down. They're 7 wins this year. They'll be lucky to get 7 wins next year. I'm going to say 6 or 7, moving down to about 15th spot, which will be dark times for Carlton, but I can't see them doing any better than that, honestly, in my opinion. But, yeah, we'll wait and see, won't we? Alright, well, I'm James. That's another season review done. Tune in for more videos coming shortly, and hope to see you next time. James here, saying catch ya.